Hey guys, thank you so much for getting back with us. This is Jason. We were talking about call features in this video episode. In the past videos, we've covered call management, with which you can handle your incoming and outgoing calls. If you remember, we've mentioned a few specific destinations for incoming calls, like IVR and ring group. These are very important features to manage incoming calls under different scenarios with efficiency. So, we will be focusing on those features and talk about when and how the features will help us. Of course, more technical details will be included as well. We're going to start with the first part of call features. It will be a long ride, so sit back, relax, and let's get on wheels. Interactive voice redirection, also known as the auto attendant, is one of the most popular options for receiving incoming calls. Once it has been enabled, callers will hear voice prompt played by the system indicating them to dial a specific key for the corresponding service or move to the next level. The first thing needs to be done for preparing a proper IVR is to record the prompt that will be played. Now, let's go get to the voice prompt in PBX category. Go for the custom prompt and start setting. Well, there are two methods to record a voice prompt. The first one is to record it with our own device and have the audio file uploaded to the PBX from the computer. Just remember that the audio file has to match with the following rule. If the file is too big, though it can still be uploaded, it won't be able to play it properly. Then we can use our PBX system to record it and avoid having to match the format and other specifications of the recorded audio file. Just click on Record New, put in the file name, and assign an extension to record it. The system will give a call to this extension. Just answer the call, the system will indicate us to start. We can start speaking, and the system will record it. Once it has been done, the file will be shown on the list. Now, let's get the IVR settings in call features. Clicking on Add to create a new IVR. There is an IVR number which is generated automatically from the system. We can change it definitely, but just make sure that the number falls within the number range, as other numbers mostly mentioned before. And then we could name the IVR. Remember, only letters and numbers are available for that name. After that, we will need to choose our prompt to play when a caller gets into the IVR. Click on the arrow. We will see the custom prompt list. Select one which we've just recorded. Of course, we can add multiple prompts to one single IVR by clicking the plus sign. Here, we still have something left. Prompt repeat count defines the times of the prompt will be played if no reaction is received from the caller. Response time is the number of seconds to wait before prompt repeat. Digit timeout is the time limit between each dial when the caller gets into the IVR. All the numbers are totally changeable, and then we have a few options. Dial extensions means it is allowed for callers to directly dial an extension number and reach it instead of following the IVR. Dial outbound roads. Callers could dial through outbound road directly. We also have dial to check voicemail, which allows the caller to dial *02 to enter check voicemail menu. Anyway, it's just optional. After the limitation and prompt setups, we can assign keys to the destination. Click on the key press event. We can start to see how are we going to make the system to react over different dial keys. We have numerous choices. The system will send the caller to the corresponding destination if the caller dials the right key by our settings. We have timeout and invalid option as well. Timeout option could help us to define the system where shall we drop the call if the caller fails to dial any key. Invalid defines the destination to send callers if an invalid key has been dialed. And we suggest you use set custom prompt for this. Now, let's move to the ring group. It is a group of extensions that have equal access to calls made to this ring group. Well, we can set it according to the department duty. We could have all extensions belonging to the sales team in one ring group. The technical support team will be another ring group. Firstly, name this ring group with only letters and numbers, of course. Let's create this ring group for the sales team. We will need to choose members. Pick all extensions of the sales team, and then let's set the ring strategy. We get two options as shown here. Ring all means if a call was sent to this group, all extensions will ring simultaneously. And ring sequentially refers that extensions will ring one by one according to the order in which we put in the list. Of course, we can change the order by clicking the arrows aside. We also have seconds to ring each member. It defines the seconds when one extension will ring before the move to the next extension in sequential mode. Ring group is a pretty simple method to have a group of your extensions to handle incoming calls. It works perfectly fine for the normal requirement, but if you constantly have mass incoming calls for managing, you might need more advanced approach feature. That will be the queue. Click on Add to create a queue. Basically, it's a ring group with more features which are suitable for handling mass incoming calls. Let's start it by selecting agents for the queue. All extensions are available for picking. Having been selected, they will be the permanent agents in that queue. They can log in to receive pending callers waiting in the queue. Of course, if calls are piling up, we could have unselected extensions get in the queue by dialing queue number plus asterisk as a dynamic agent. If the password has been set, it will be required for dynamic agent before they log into the queue. And then we can set ring strategy. Here we have way more options than ring group. Except for ring all, we get a lot of other options. Least recent means the least ring extension will calls first. Fewest calls means that extension will have finished fewer calls than any other members will firstly get the call. If we choose random, the system will just pick a random extension to answer the call. In round robin with memory hunt mode, it will be always picking the next extension in the list. For an example, the extension 1000 answered the call. When the next call comes in, the second agent in the list will be picked. Of course, we have linear. That means the first one in the list will always get the picked. We also have failover destination. You can set one destination to drop the caller if all agents fail to answer the incoming calls. Now, let's scroll down. There are more configurations. Agent timeout is the way if we're going to decide the duration for each agent's phone ring when it's considered a timeout and move to another agent. Agent announcement is the prompt played for the agent once he or she finishes up the last call, but before receiving a new call. Ring in use option will enable the queue to send calls to an agent whose device is occupied. Retry seconds defines the duration to wait before trying all agents again. These are all settings for agents. We have some features for callers to improve their experience as well. We can choose a MOH playlist for this queue in Music on Hold. As for caller max wait time, we can set a time limit for the caller to wait in the queue. And then, we can just enable Leave when empty, which will force on hold caller out of the queue if no agents are available. Join empty will allow callers to wait in the queue when there is no agents. We could also set join announcement here. This will be the prompt played to the callers once prior to join the queue. What's more, the caller position announcements. If it has been enabled, the system will prompt on hold callers their position in the queue and estimate the time it takes before an agent could answer the call. We can also decide the frequency of these announcements be played. Besides, it's totally available if there's other announcements need to be played periodically for the on-hold callers. We completely decide what prompt will be played and the frequency. And then, at last, we can assign an event key, just for the callers who get tired of waiting. If the caller wants to quit, he can dial the assigned key and go to the key destination. Here we have a bunch of choices. This will make sure that even if a caller wants to stop waiting, we can still have a chance to keep them in the system. Okay guys, that was all for the call features part 1. Please watch the video part 2 if you're interested in knowing some other features. I'm Jason, thank you for watching this video, and to be continued, I will see you guys in the next video episode.